We are back once again with what I consider the worst name in Chinese retro emulation handhelds ever, the Powkiddy. This is their latest device. It's the X55. It is yet again another RK3566 chipset here, which is decent. It's decent, but yeah, I'm gonna try to get beyond this ridiculous name that they have and just go off of, what's in my hands? How does it look? How does it feel? Maybe even how does it taste? How does it run games? Right? And I've only held it in my hands, and I've got a lot to say here. Just look at that. Immediate impressions. It looks slick. It looks nice, man. Recently, I reviewed their RK 2023, which is essentially a smaller RK 3566 handheld. And I'm just gonna get this thing powered on. And I just didn't like the look and feel of it. It felt really cheap, like bargain bin, pick and save garbage. And some people did get a little upset. I guess Powkiddy has their fans, man. And they're like, you don't get it. You don't get it. It's a cheaper priced device. That's why it's cheap. But I don't care. If garbage is garbage, I get to have my own opinions, and I'm just here to share them. Now, this thing here, look at the top there. We got a mini HDMI, so that's cool. USB-C, headphone stuffs. Underneath, dual micro SD cards, speakers on the bottom there. And once you boot this thing, this is a nice little screen, 5.5-inch IPS screen. It's actually a nicer screen, in my opinion, than the Anbernic RG405M. This thing is awesome, way better chipset and capabilities, but the screen just left a little bit to be desired. What are we listening to here? Holy crap. Now, oh my God. So this thing here, it's got a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. Take a look at the screen though. The screen is nice. Let me zoom up a little bit. Let me give you the goods here. The screen is nice. The setup they have here is decent. Probably a ROM dump, I think these devices, these RK devices, it's if you're into them, why not just, set up your own build type of thing? But if you want it pre-set up, you're going to get a ROM dump. That's just the way it is. But this looks nice. This theme looks nice. But I'm going to tell you right now, this thing feels like shit. There's a few reasons why. I don't know how it performs, but like these little nubs, these little nubbins on the back that cover the screws, I tried pushing them in. All they do is each one, they're on the corners there. They're on the grips. They just annoy my hands. I don't have overly sensitive little baby girl hands or anything. It annoys me. Feeling these little nubbins wherever I grip it. It's just scratching at the palm of my hands. But if you like that, cool. But it also feels very hollow and very cheap. But looks can be deceiving, It looks nice, but to me it just feels like shit. And these real stiff, clicky ass shoulder buttons. My God. But okay, let's jump into some games, because maybe it just performs great and you could look past some of that stuff. But one thing I noticed that I think is really stupid is the select buttons here, start buttons there. I guess you can get used to this, but then the volume buttons are right next to them. Why not have the volume buttons next to each other and then the start and select next to each other? I don't know. Maybe I'm just old school, but why is the minus for volume on this side and the plus is on this side? It's just kind of weird, but do you hear that? That's the quality you get. I mean, the sound of the buttons, to me, that signifies quality here. But okay, enough talk. Dreamcast, 17 games. Let's just jump into it. Oh, that's the same ROM set. These guys, man, they just have some FTP server and they're oh, you making, homie over in Shenzhen, China, you making a new handheld? Just download this build and throw on it. That's it. Oh, yeah. Nice. The aspect ratio is stretched the hell out, so you're going to have to fix that yourself. Oh my God, I cannot read any of that text. But you would think if they're going to be selling these things pre-made, that they would have everything optimized, but no. They're not going to do that. Going to have not too many issues with Dreamcast. I think this chipset's going to be fine with a lot of things. It'll be hit and miss with certain stuff, but for whatever reason, this display here, they have some settings a little wonky, or maybe it's just not capable of showing text very well. I didn't pay attention to this earlier, but we've got 30,500 games. Stretch the hell out. Not my preferred way to play, but you know, whatever you do at home. Yeah, this is pretty choppy. It's not running full speed whatsoever. Garbage. God, these shoulder buttons are so bad. But this game just, it goes to show some Nintendo 64 games will be fine. And then some are just going to be ass. It's very hit and miss. This game, when you start it up on it, it's very choppy and sluggish. But once you get into it, it starts to play all right. PSP is just it looks like mostly minis, but you do have a few normal games. So this game right here, Twisted Metal Head On for the PSP, seems to be running okay. I did have to mute the volume on the game though, due to the music that was running. But yeah, you know, maybe you'll get some PSP games playing on this okay. But if you freaking like this crap, yeah, this D-pad, it just feels like a big button, but it's possible to do moves with. It's not the worst. It just feels very crappy, but it works. So that's a plus. Like, doesn't seem like I have any issue with diagonals, half circle movements. But it doesn't feel good. But as you could see, like every system, the aspect ratio is going to be jacked up on this build that was sent with this device. So you have to go in and fix it if you want, unless you like widescreen. But hey, PS1 on this build, there's music in the game, so that's a plus. But overall, this is typical Powkiddy to me, like low quality. They want to go with like not even a McDonald's Happy Meal toy, more like some garbage you would get at like Wendy's or something, you know, like place that you don't normally go to get a kid's meal, right? The kids don't want to go there because their toys suck. That's kind of what this is. It's not great. It could use some fixing up. It's not the most horrible thing ever, but I mean, here. To me, the sound of the buttons tells me all I need to know. It's cheap junk, but people will still buy it. Thanks for watching.